So you guys probably know in my last video I said I'd do a part 2 to the Fortnite storyline. In my part 1 where I did season 1 through season 10 for chapter 1. That was obviously the part 1. Right here we have part 2 now. I haven't fully prepared yet for this video, but in about 10 seconds I will have. Season 1 was kind of like our season 1 chapter 2, because this is the chapter 2 video. Season 1 chapter 2 was basically like chapter 1 season 1, where it's basically just an introduction to the season. But they also had a Star Wars collab at Risky Reels, which was again a place from chapter 1. And it was like right about there. Or that's no, it was right about there. This season, like I said, had a Star Wars event. Basically, it had like the Millennium Falcon, and on the screen at Risky Reels, it showed a preview for the new movie. Afterwards, you actually got to use lightsabers and then E1 blasters, I think, like while the collab was happening. Later on, though, they had another Star Wars collab for The Mandalorian, but that didn't happen for a lot more time. Midas showed up on the island and somehow already knew about the agency that he might have developed. So Midas showed up on the island. He developed the agency, and then something started happening called Ghost versus Shadow that was on the island. Although while this was all happening, the Ghost side, which was Midas is on, was having a bigger plan to try and defy the storm and stop the loop. Later on, we figured out that he didn't have a good relationship with the Imagined Order, a thing that comes up late in the storyline later in the chapter. And he, it looks like, didn't really like them too much. So he started off by trying to get rid of everything the IO made. Like, for example, the 0 point, he made his agency specifically where it was because of where the 0 point was. He wanted to try and like take it over, and that's also what the IO wanted to do. They wanted to make sure that the island was safe and they had people in the loops, and that's what it was used for. For that season, Midas was also tier 100 in the battle pass, and we got the device event. I'm not 100% sure if the Travis Scott concert, the second concert Fortnite has had, was this season, but I'm pretty sure it's either this season or the following season. Midas's device in Chapter 2, Season 2 went wrong and flooded the map, also making a short-term tsunami as the storm. Chapter 2, Season 3 had the entire map flooded and places were overflown. I cannot speak. Like dirty docks. And up here by in this area where Coral Castle will later be, from Coral Castle was introduced in season 4, but in where it was in the meantime this season, there's actually a whirlpool that'll launch you and have some good range. Season 4 was the Marvel season that by far had the most amount of mythics in that season, and it also was probably a fan favorite in Fortnite that brought a lot of people back who stopped playing. Same with following seasons. This season, though, midway through, Stark Industries was added, and at first was just a tiny shed on the island. He set up panels going around Frenzy Farms, and it got absolutely collapsed when that happened. Stark Industries is probably the biggest update that season. and it also added 2 new mythics: Iron Man's gauntlets, which are in season 7 or 8 of chapter 1. And then they also had the Unibeam, which could fire through walls, and even Nick 30 did experiments on it, showing that it could go through every single player in its path, which was pretty kind of cool. They also there's other mythics like I think hold up, I'm trying to remember because there's a lot of them. I know for a fact they also had Groot's Baller, which is basically a baller from season 8. Then they also had She-Hulk some Smashers, I think that's what it was. They also had Thor's Hammer, which made a massive hammer come from the sky. Then they also had Doom's Gauntlets in Energy Ball, similar to the aliens in season 7. And that was the main bit of them. There's definitely more, but that was all of the main ones. That season was also a season where you actually got to help save the island from Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds. Season 5 brought us many collabs, as well as there being a small sandstorm in the center. The 0 point was exposed, and the imagined order went into panic, sending John Jones into the loop to try and bring in hunters. Yet that was also what this season's battle pass was. It had hunters, and it also had collabs this season, many of them. A few of the collabs were Tron, Snake Eyes, or they had Tron skins. They also had Snake Eyes. They had the Predator. They also had Alien, I think it was, or what was that movie? I think it was like Alien, or yeah, with Xenomorph, and a few others. Like I think they also had like Kratos from the Gaming Legends, and well, it in the season ended off with an incredible live event, also bringing us into season 6. That season, the 0 point also slowly became more and more unstable, and they also had the addition of the oh my God, what's that place? Stealthy Stronghold. Yes, that's what it was. Stealthy Stronghold. Season 6 started out with a bang, literally. You know how I was talking about the live event in season 5? That was actually at the beginning of season 6. And the Foundation locked himself inside the Spire, which was the new middle location. And then it also created a new primal biome, and they also added crafting. Animals came into the game. But more back to the story. So the Foundation locked himself inside the 0 point inside the Spire, trying to make it trying to make sure it didn't explode, because as we all know, last time it didn't go so well. That was when season X happened. It didn't go well in season X, chapter 1. So he had to make sure that the same thing didn't happen again. So he sealed himself in, trapping John Jones in the loop, and some more people showed up on the island, like Lara Croft and much more. This they really had one boss, which is the Spire Guardian, and they also had little Spire towers that showed up around the Fortnite island in both various locations. Season 6 also brought us some. Did I already bring up animals? Yeah, so season 6 basically brought us animals, and it was one of the shorter seasons, unlike season 1 and 2, and they were a good like 4 months long, 4 to 5 months long. That's season 1 was also the invention of fashion shows, but we're in season 7. So 7, the current season, has the island has been overrun by aliens. There is a massive UFO in the sky that's been going around locations, trying to abduct them, and it's already abducted the center, the spire, and it got destroyed. At this point, people don't even know where the 0 point is. They think either the Foundation was able to send it back underground due to the size of the spire, or the aliens have it in the mothership, or the 0 point just exploded, which would mean, why are we not in freaking chapter 3? Yeah, and they've also added someone who has been in the storyline for a long time but hasn't been fully introduced yet became a battle pass skin this season. And her name is Dr. Sloan. We first saw her at the beginning, the chapter 2, season 6 trailer when John Jones betrays her. He basically is like, I'm gonna do what I've done Sloan was like, you need to go. You can't go in. Save yourself. The 0 point's imploding. You can't go in. And it's like, I'm gonna do what I did from the very start. I'm going to the 7, and the IO and the 7 don't really get along. The 7 I really just figured out of, but they were the main part in the storyline in chapter 1. And that they're the ones who actually failed with Solicity with the 0 point, which wasn't good. A few of the 7 members have been introduced, and not all of them. They think this season another one will be introduced named the Queen. So far they have the Foundation, the Scientist, the Visitor, and one that I seriously can't remember. There's going to be many more seasons to come, and we think with the 7, each one being from a different reality, we think that there's going to be up to a total, I think there's going to be up to a total of 70 seasons in Fortnite, which means a lot more of these videos. Now one? Okay. I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, Ariana Grande concert coming out today. Maybe I'll see you guys there. Probably not. See you guys sometime at the concert, maybe. Or see you guys next time. Bye! Also, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and turn on those notifications, or else you're not gonna like it.